Hi everyone, I'm going to do some bulb planting today in my new planter. During the summer we had summer bedding in there, but now I need to put some bulbs in there for some spring interest. So I've got two. I've got daffodil tete-a-tete, which is a lovely little dwarf daffodil, perfect for these sort of bulbs. Perfect little one that just do a little 20 centimetre sort of flower, and so you can have a really good close up on that. And alongside that I'm going to do Iris reticulata. This one's called Gordon, and this is a lovely blue bulb, really beautiful. And the great thing about this one, this is going to be flowering between like from February onwards. This one's going to be a bit later in March. We're going to get a little nice succession flowering in this planter, so when we come out in spring we'll get a bit of mixture of colours in there and brightens it up. So I'm going to get on and plant these up. So the thing to note about planting up this planter is I've got to remember that I'm also going to have summer bedding in here. So you've got to imagine where those plants are going to be planted, because obviously you don't want to keep digging up your bulbs every year. So I know that I planted one bedding there and one bedding there. So I'm going to look for a couple of spots here, there, and just over here, where that's where I'm going to plant my bulbs. Now I like to plant bulbs in clusters of 3 to give that really big impact early on. So I'm going to start laying them out and make sure that I've got the iris at the front and the daffodil at the back, because the iris is a little smaller, so you obviously don't want to have the daffodils blocking the light of the iris. Next thing you need to know when buying bulbs is remembering which way is up. It's pretty simple when you have a little look at it. As you can see, there's the bottom, and you can see last year's roots still dying off, and there's the top where the shoot will come through. So vital that you plant it this way up. Roots at the bottom, stem at the top. Just check, worth checking every time you plant one. So now they're all laid out, they're ready to plant. So the good rule of thumb for any bulb is that you plant it at a depth twice the size of the bulb. So you can say there's the bulb there, so it needs to be a good, like 5 centimetres, no sorry, 5 inches down. And that. Luckily with the compost, all I need to do is use my finger and push it in. But obviously, if you're doing it in your garden in a soil, you use a trowel. So I'm going to get on. That's all them done. Beds all planted up, ready for spring. Looking forward to the first shoots coming up. It's that simple. Best thing you can do, easiest gardening you can ever do, is get some bulbs out there this time of year.